Welcome everyone to the 27th exhibition of stupid people, and this is a proper one. We're not repeating yesterday, that was exhausting. Today I have quite a number of topics. Some are a little old, I do apologise, but they are all stupid and they all need addressing. We're going to start with the artist formerly known as Amber Lynn Reid. I know some of you may be like, who? To those few, or negative numbers who don't know, she's the most popular video on this channel. Yeah, she's a mukbanger. Claims to be a diet channel, but since her weight's only ever gone up, one can argue it's inverse dieting. Now, she's recently been doing a number of things. One has been pointed at quite a lot with the kick and the bleach stain. Yes, right. Okay. That's not what I want to talk about, though. No, it's the name change. Some have posited that it's because her brand is dying. Her social blade doesn't really indicate that. Others indicated it's possible that she's being sued by a adult movie star called Amber Lynn. And because Amber rakes in 10k a month, that's the weird flex from old, I don't know if it's still that, but based on the ads I see on her videos, it's possible. She may well in fact be getting into a little trouble. I think it's a bit of both. I firmly believe she's rebranding because to an extent things are a little stale, because the cycle's repeated so many times, enough people are now like, So that is one way of going around it. Of course, Amber Reid doesn't really stop anyone calling you Amber Lynn Reid, our dear girl, or simply ALR. Calling you AR just makes us sound like we're talking about, you know, those pew-pew things people love so much. 15. Please do in the comments down below tell me which one you think it is. I would, more than anything in the world, love for it to be the second one, because that's funnier. And undoubtedly if it was that, eventually documents would surface. Not that I would want that or actively seek that, but it would be quite funny to see someone try and copyright their name. Does feel like a bit of, a reach. Moving on. On March the 1st, Greta Thunberg gave a speech and attended a climate change rally. Around 15,000 people attended this rally in Bristol. This was for the Bristol Youth Strike for Climate rally, which because of it, a fundraiser has had to take place to set up for repairs, which has now led to hundreds of people demanding that the organisers of this event cover the costs. What did they do, you wonder? Well, being the avid environmentalists that they are, they took green very seriously by trudging all over it. Granted, the weather was not ideal and perhaps they should have done it in a more concrete environment, protecting the environment after all by not walking on it. They destroyed one of the greens in Bristol and turned it into a mud bath. Now, I don't care about the speech. I'm not going to touch Greta Thunberg, I've made it clear many times, but I do find it quite amusing, especially as this is a huge number of people in one place. When you consider how long it took us to bother to start saying, yeah, okay, let's not have so many large gatherings, to the point where my Machine Head gig was cancelled for June 5th. It's postponed anyway. I'm quite upset by this, but it's okay. My ticket's still valid for when they reschedule at least. The point overall, though, is that there is a certain level of irony to people who are claiming to be green to destroy something that is also green. There is a GoFundMe currently set up by John Usher, who's the head of partnerships of Bristol-based charity Sustrans. It is aiming to raise £20,000, with there currently being more than £9,000 donated towards it. Bristol City Council has said that they are going to assess the damage, and if there are any funds left over after repairs, they will use it for wildflower areas across the city. I think somebody needs to invoice Greta Thunberg's management, and of course the team that set this entire event up. I remember last year when Greta Thunberg was getting a lot more popularity, as was Extinction Rebellion, and there were these odd contradictions that kept cropping up. There were those that kept saying Extinction Rebellion were leaving litter everywhere with images that then were claimed to have been doctored, but also then the counter was that Extinction Rebellion were picking the rubbish up. Then again, they had some very famous celebrities who flew in by private jet to stand on a £4 million yacht, that's environmentally friendly, to then talk about how important the environment was. That's up there with getting Prince Charles to fly to New York to pick up an environmentalist award. It's that level of stupid. And that also happened, by the way. Next. So Count Dankula, most famous for posting his balls on Snapchat. Or was it the dog? You know, I can never remember. You've seen them both, and you're like, but which one was most popular with the fans? Well, Count Dankula, after standing his ground and refusing to pay the £800 and then just having it taken from his account, because we UK people like having our accounts invaded. Yes. Count Dankula, the person who does the Mad Lad series. I quite like it. Yes, thoroughly enjoy it. He got a YouTube strike recently, which actually, to be honest, I actually thought he'd gotten when the video in question was relevant. The video's title is Mate, Your Dog's a Nazi. It was the very video, I believe, where he taught the dog to do a little salute. Buddha, I believe, is the name of the dog. Yes. Beautiful dog. How is that dog still alive, though? Doesn't matter. The video wasn't even on the channel, but he still got a strike for it. That's weird. I know Dankula did a video on this, and I'm going to link it down below. I think it's on his Electric Boogaloo channel, which does well. Go watch it. The fascinating part about this, and one that should alarm a lot of creators, is that while the video was deleted from his channel, the video still existed within YouTube's servers, meaning they were able to trace it to the account to then be like, right, we don't like him, he's already fully demonetized because we don't like what he says. Even though for the most part, minus the UKIP stuff from last year, he doesn't really do politics that much these days. Does some news commentary on his second channel, but his main channel's mostly just Mad Lads and comedy, because he's a comedian. With this in mind, all creators should be concerned that when YouTube purges servers to look through them and peruse what was deleted or is there in fact, they can just go back and go, you know what, wrong think, bye. Which is the wrong way to go about this. If the person was good enough to remove it from their channel in the first place, then surely you shouldn't be assigning strikes to channels. This does mean that Dankula could never have been able to fully remove the video from his channel, and you would have just given him a strike anyway. How you didn't do it years ago is astonishing, considering the public media outcry from the mainstream mostly, because no one else gave a damn. We all just thought, oh, he's telling a joke and trolling his partner. Good on you. Please stop showing me your balls. Anyway, YouTube, you are the people for this segment, not Dankula. No, I would never do that. Yet. No, just YouTube. For striking someone with a video that's not even there. You are geniuses. Next I want to go to a picture from the channel of Miss Effing Wonderful. This picture, by the way, I'm going to put a trigger warning here now for. If you are unfamiliar with small objects, please turn away now. So during this stream, Miss Effing Wonderful was prepping some food and doing stuff in the kitchen, like a good whammon, when this gentleman decided to, what even is that? I didn't know they made them that small. Now afterwards, the stream was removed. I can't imagine why. And many people, hopped onto a comment that was made by this very person.
He's a grower, not a shower. Stop it, y'all are trying to embarrass me.
Press X to doubt? I just wanted to point and laugh at this one. You may be proud of that, but in truth I've yet to work out or ascertain fully what there is to be proud of when you have something that you couldn't even write bite size on. Next. Our final story is going to concern the, what's that thing going around? Is it pandemic? Plague Inc. That's what's going around. Plague Inc. I hear that's on sale on Steam. I may have to buy it and live stream it and see what I can do on Twitch. No, we're talking about COVID-19. Understandably, after much unironic dither and delay from the UK government, things are being taken a little more seriously. Other countries were already ahead of us, and many are still working to find vaccines for it. I will trust them with that. China's busy playing victim and saying the world should apologise to it. No. But the funny part, and the thing I want to linger on, is what it has impacted in my country and others like Australia and America, where people have started mass buying loo roll Because as we all know, when people are ill, they like to, I'm gonna fucking shit myself, if they don't have about 50 bags or boxes or tubs or packs of loo roll. Yeah, those videos are pretty amusing. Honestly, I've seen so many of them, I almost cried with laughter just looking at them. Yes. But the others would include places like KFC, yet again, running out of chicken. Now, I did a video on them in the past running out of chicken because they were ill-prepared because of a shipment issue and, I believe, some faulty chickens. Apparently, it didn't have enough batteries in them, or someone licked the 9-volt battery that was stuffed up its arse. I'm just joking, of course. People don't really care for KFC for the chicken, they only go there for the gravy. Everything else is tripe. But the fighting over loo roll is quite interesting, because no one really benefits outside of the companies that are selling it. That supply and demand thing's going to work wonders for them. So why are you panicking and buying all the disinfectant, all the bleach, all the loo roll, and when you've only got a trolley full of hundreds of rolls of loo roll, why are you wrestling with an old lady for a pack of them? It is embarrassing. While one must be cautious and one must be prepared, one must not be willing to go to war over loo roll. With all of these stories, I'm very much interested to know what you think the stupidest one was. Was it Amber Lynn Reid? Was it the environmentalist event? Was it Count Dankula's issue with YouTube, so just YouTube? Was it the gentleman with the tiny Todger? Sorry, the grower, not a shower. Why he then felt the need to show it is still a mystery. Or is it all the people that have mass panicked because of this? Please do let me know in the comments down below. I am going to be streaming on Twitch tonight. There is no political recap. I am a bit so I'm just going to game stream instead. If I had Plague Inc., I would probably stream that. I have no idea how to play it though. Could be funny. Who knows? If I don't see you there tonight, hope you all have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all for listening.